We're talking now with Mr. Michael Markowski. He's the founder of a company called Newsgrade. Michael, you and I have known each other for a long time. Good to see you on the show.
Yeah, good to see you, Don.
You know, Michael, I've always found fascinating about what Newsgrade does, and about you specifically, because you're well regarded as a stock analyst. I think, was it Equities Magazine a couple of years ago named you as one of the country's top 50 investors?
That was Fortune.
Fortune.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, Fortune, they picked 50 of the U.S.'s top investors, and I believe it was in 2004 for their year preview edition.
Okay.
And I was one of them. They picked me, and they asked me to pick a stock. I gave them a stock. Each one of us gave a stock. I gave WebEx, and it was bought out by Cisco Systems for a 200% gain.
Not a bad deal.
Yeah.
So you maintained your status in the top 50.
Absolutely. I probably ranked #1 on that group.
Now, something that's interesting about what Newsgrade does, and you have a number of companies under the banner of Newsgrade, but you're kind of leading this paradigm shift, as it were, from a lot of investors have always used earnings per share and revenues as the valuation metrics for companies. You're taking that in a different direction. Tell us about that.
Well, I think the earnings per share, and those type of metrics are really are not cash based, and it's really easy for a company to basically ship units out and not collect the cash and book that as net income, net profits, when in reality you haven't collected the cash, it's really not income. So I found that there's a lot of false readings. We can have companies with great earnings per share, no cash, and then they go out of business is what happens. They can really come into difficult times.
I mean, it's really a situation, especially when we find ourselves in a difficult economy like we have for the last 18 months or so. Cash really does become king.
That's right. Cash becomes king. And it's a leading indicator for especially small emerging companies. For instance, if a new semiconductor company was born today and came out with a cure for cancer and get your car mileage up to 300 miles to the gallon, their phone's going to ring off the hook for orders. They're a brand new semiconductor, got a brand new chip. What they're going to do is their salesman is going to take those orders when the customers call up, GE, General Motors, Toyota. They're all going to call and want that chip. And that salesman's going to say, fine, send us a deposit. We can't send you the chip yet. We can't manufacture, but you send us a deposit. You'll be the first in line to get it. When that deposit comes in, it does not book a sale or income for that company. It books cash flow. So cash flow is a precursor or leads earnings. You can't, so when you get a deposit on something like that and you can't deliver the product, you can't book it as revenue or profit. As soon as you manufacture the product and deliver it, you can now book it as income. Right. So it's a leading indicator. Cash flow is a leading indicator.
And so for a company who may have great earnings but poor cash flow, that's a really good indication that company might be in trouble.
Absolutely. Yes.
Once again, the company is Newsgrade. If you'd like more information, you can visit a variety of websites at newsgrade.com, stockdiagnostics.com, stocktrendnews.com. Our guest has been Michael Markowski. Michael, always a pleasure.
Okay, thanks, Don.
Well, be sure to join me this week in the MoneyRap Radio program. We're going to be talking more about the things that make your money happen and more about the things that make it disappear for a radio station near you. But please go to our website, MoneyRap.com. Call us right now, 888-259-4449 for free information in the mail about our featured guests, including MetaZone International and accredited members. That's our program this week and the second part of our series here at the Accredited Members Conference in Las Vegas. We'll be back in Hollywood next week. Thanks for joining us.